Here you can see a really nice example of the shredding tech we're using. Some good stun deaths. It really will save your life if you use cover properly. In that instance, just decided to take the quick route and use the barrel to blow a hole in the wall. Okay, so we've showed you an earlier part of body count there, and now what we've got for you is a part of the game which is much later, much more difficult, and it's set in the Asia section of body count.
One objective, get into the Nexus. The data core is the mother lode. With that, we own the target. This is the closest the network has come to bringing the target down. Don't let them off the hook. I'm glad it's you we're all relying on.
Okay, so what we're looking at now is basically a stage, mission 14 in the game, set in a Chinese fishing slum. And what I'm doing right now is actually accessing a weapon cache that's been sent to me by the network, who are my employers. What I'm doing is selecting weapons, choosing my loadout for the mission ahead. In this instance, I'm going for the Chris, which is a kind of really good SMG for shredding, and the Super 90, which is really good for close quarters combat. So what we're looking at now, I'm kind of charging into battle a bit. Could choose to go quietly, but instead I'm going loud. So by that we mean, you know, full-on combat. What you can see in action here is the peek and lean mechanic. So that's holding down the left trigger and then using it to duck around and look around cover objects. Clearing up the remnants of the bad guys here. What you can see is that real analog erosion. Lots of lovely wood splintering and, you know, bits of props falling all over the place. That's what we call a stunt death. It's a really nice cinematic way for people to go. And this is, again, a really good example of something we're doing differently. It's basically, I've just charged through a wall there, just made my own hole in the side of the building, and decided to take it my own way. So the orbs that you can see coming out of the characters, basically that's intel. It's like in-game currency. It's the kind of thing that you use to, you know, spend and use as you see fit. Each character drops it, and the number down the bottom left of the screen is basically equates to how your chain is going on that. This is quite a fast-paced playthrough, but you could do this encounter a number of different ways. You could go in there with a silenced pistol, or, you know, perhaps take some assault rifles and deal with it at a distance. What we're really trying to do is kind of engender that player choice and really get people to decide what they take with them early on in the missions. So now I'm just heading towards my mission waypoints. That's what we call a backstab. It's basically a surprise kill. And here we see that, you know, it was loud, so lots of people have come out to get me in return for that. If you look in the bottom right, you can see the mini-map. That's indicating which enemies are around, whether they're aware of me, and, you know, what their position is in relation to me. So now again, this is me just making a choice and deciding that I don't want to go around the front or the side. I'm going to go straight through the back of the building, just take out the wall. Again, that's a really great example of a bit of player choice, just You know, me just deciding to flank that guy and get through a building, just using the level design to my advantage. So you can see the intel bar filling up in the bottom left of the screen, and what that's doing is allowing me a few more tactical choices. You've got a radar, an adrenaline burst, which is speed and invincibility, and then you've got explosive bullets. Any intel you collect from a character will feed into that bar.